Welcome back to Living Local. It's time to check out what's new in the movies with Movie Mike.
Hey.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Mike
Excellent.
Schultz, arts entertainer for the River Cities Reader, joins us in the studio, and thanks for being here.
A pleasure.
Start with your review of Violent
Night. Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to be predisposed to like this anyway, because, I mean, it tells you exactly what it is, and it is that. It is a home invasion movie in which Santa Claus has to destroy the bad guys. And so there are a bunch of mercenaries who want to steal hundreds of millions of dollars from this home. They take the family hostage. One of the people they've taken hostage is a 7-year-old girl who has a walkie-talkie with direct communication to Saint Nick himself, played by David Harbour, everyone's favorite lumpy goon. He's delightful. So the movie, as the title indicates, is a very violent action thriller in which Santa does all sorts of damage. I thought it was fine. It's pretty fun. It has one transcendently great scene of the 7-year-old basically causing more mayhem than anyone else in the movie. She admits near the start of the movie that she's just seen Home Alone, and wasn't it funny? And I love it. So she starts setting all of the Macaulay Culkin traps that Macaulay Culkin does in the movie, except they have real-world consequences. I mean, you've seen Home Alone. People land on their backs with spinal damage you would not believe, and they still get up and have a great time. This movie actually shows what happens if you do throw a bowling ball onto the head of somebody from a great height, and it shows what happens if you get stuck in glue on the floor and you have to tear your body off it. It is so gruesome, and it sold the lie of Home Alone to me in a way that I loved. I appreciated it.
And I love David Harbour. I saw him in the revival of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Lucky you. Yeah.
So good.
He's so great. Yeah.
So good.
So it's a fun movie.
Yeah, that's great. I'll have to check that out.
Indeed.
So things that are coming up. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
I've never
alert.
even heard of this movie until you brought it up.
Okay. Spoiler alert. Well, let's even go in a little more in detail. It is based on a memoir called Spoiler Alert, The Hero Dies. So that should tell you what you're getting into right away. This is a romantic comedy drama in which Jim Parsons, we remember from The Big Bang Theory, falls in love with a photographer in the early part of the 21st century. They have a great relationship. They get married. They stay together 14 years until his partner winds up with a terminal cancer diagnosis. And so the movie is both about their relationship as they get together and about Jim Parsons taking care of his partner during the last year of his life. So it's also holiday themed, so it's going to set to have you laughing and sobbing your way through the through the holiday season. We have great people though beyond Parsons. We have a terrific British actor named Tom Aldridge playing his partner. Sally Field, you probably noticed there, classic, playing his mother-in-law, and Bill Irwin, terrific Broadway actor. Speaking of Broadway, terrific Broadway actor there. And it's by director Michael Showalter, who made a movie you might remember from 2017 called The Big Sick, which is about a man taking care of his wife who's in a coma. Wow. So he's clearly found his niche in Hollywood.
Bill Irwin was George in that production.
I know, isn't that strange?
Isn't that great?
Isn't that bizarre?
You know, I have a YouTube playlist of like trailers because I just love watching trailers, and I have not seen that one.
Wow, it looks kind of great.
Yeah, that's great. The next up is Matilda.
No, you know this one.
Yes, we all know this one.
Matilda, the musical. Yes, indeed, the film adaptation of the Broadway hit. So much Broadway today. Yeah. Broadway hit that won 4 Tony Awards. I want to say in 2011. Sounds right-ish to me. But you might remember it as, of course, starting as a Roald Dahl children's book, and that got turned into a movie in the 90s, directed by Danny DeVito. It's about a little girl with telekinesis who goes to school where they are under the horrific reign of a horrible teacher named Miss Trunchbull. I have that one right, I think. And so the little girl leads her fellow students in revolt, and she's also got nasty parents who have to be dealt with. It is a delightful children's book. It's been around for a long time. The Danny DeVito movie was great. This one takes its inspiration from, as we mentioned, the Broadway musical. So it's going to be lots of songs, also with Miss Emma Thompson as Miss Trunchbull, which could be kind of great right there. We also have Lashana Lynch playing the heroic teacher, the one nice kid in Matilda's life. She's from The Woman King earlier, a few months back. Tremendous actor. And it's going to be playing at the cinemas for about 2 weeks, and then hits Netflix on Christmas Day.
Yeah, so it's a Glass Onion type situation.
Exactly.
For a second.
Oh, that should have stuck around longer. That irritated me.
I wish I could have seen it on the big screen. I have to wait. It's
you got 3 weeks.
Well, Mike,
happen.
Thanks for being here, man.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, dude.
You bet, bud.
It was a lot of fun. Hey, so you can check out Mike's reviews and A Violent Night, and then his previews of Spoiler Alert and Matilda at rcreader.com. And for more information on today's movies, you can head over to ourquadcities.com.